A new report by a bipartisan group of lawmakers says Chinese bears some responsibilities for the tens of thousands of fentanyl overdoses in the United States each year. During this fraught time for the U.S. China relations, lawmakers claim China is trying to exploit America's opioid epidemic to its advantage. National correspondent Altrella Sharsh reports, all from Capitol Hill.
Almost every fentanyl overdose death, these lawmakers say, can be traced back to China.
It's estimated that 97% of illegal fentanyl entering the U.S. comes from the People's Republic of China.
In a new report, the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party says the CCP incentivizes Chinese drug makers to export fentanyl precursor chemicals. And though officials there take steps to prevent the sale of these drugs within China, they do almost nothing to stop its companies from selling to other countries, especially the U.S. It's killing more than 150 people every day, according to the CDC's latest data.
It's outright murder.
Paula Young of New Bedford, Massachusetts, agrees. 2 years ago, her 33-year-old son Andrew was given marijuana from someone he knew who told him it was from a dispensary. It wasn't, and it was laced with fentanyl, killing him.
At what point are we all going to come together and understand that this is a crisis of a magnitude that America has never seen?
The committee calls it drug warfare China uses to paint America as a country in moral and cultural decline. China denies the allegations.
The committee is under no impression that this report is actually going to force China to change its alleged practices, but they say by essentially calling it out, the U.S. does have more leverage. Here's how former Attorney General Bill Barr put it.
The Chinese have to be persuaded that we will use our leverage, our economic strength, the power of sanctions.
Sanctions, scrutinizing imports, closing regulatory gaps, all things both sides of the aisle seem to agree on. Even the committee's leaders are not holding their breath Congress will act.
How confident are you that in an election year something's actually going to happen?
I think that the urgency of the moment demands action.
This week we're going to be voting on what could be the last major bills of this Congress.
Young says her elected officials often leave her disappointed, but she's not letting up.
We can't save our children, but we are doing everything we possibly can to save yours.
On Capitol Hill, I'm Atra El-Nashar reporting.